Aight. So let me say this before the Kendrick Lamar fans start assembling like the Avengers in the comment section. Please hit that like button and subscribe right now because this video is probably going to make a lot of people uncomfortable. And no, this is not hate. I am just the messenger. But if these reports are true, hip-hop might be looking at another nuclear moment from Kendrick Lamar. And the industry is acting very strange right now. Now peep this. Over the last couple weeks, producers linked to TDE started moving in silence. Random engineers posting studio pics then deleting them 5 minutes later. Industry insiders whispering about midnight sessions in Los Angeles. And then out of nowhere, social media catches Kendrick leaving a private studio at almost 3 in the morning looking like a man who knows something the rest of the world doesn't. No interview, no smiles, no album announcement, just silence. The dangerous kind. And here is where it gets interesting. Multiple people in the industry are now hinting Kendrick has allegedly been working on a secret album, while everybody else was distracted by rap beefs, streaming wars, fake Billboard hype, and these industry TikTok rappers doing karaoke with chains on. Yeah, read the room. Because if Kendrick really been sitting back quietly loading up another project after the year he already had? Oh nah. Nobody is safe. Stay till the end because the deeper this story goes, the crazier it gets. Now let us roll the tape because this situation starts getting real messy the moment you actually pay attention to the timing of everything. Kendrick Lamar has always moved different from the rest of the industry. While everybody else is online every 5 minutes arguing on Instagram Live, selling fake beefs, posting luxury cars they leased for a music video shoot, Kendrick disappears. Complete silence. And every single time he goes quiet for too long, something major happens. We have seen this movie before. The difference now, the entire rap industry looks nervous this time. And I need y'all to really read the room here. This is not just fans making random theories on Reddit at 3 in the morning wearing detective glasses. Multiple people connected to the industry have been quietly hinting that Kendrick has allegedly been recording again for months. Not weeks. Months. One producer posted a cryptic message saying, "Sometimes the reset is louder than the moment," then deleted it. Another engineer uploaded a blurry studio picture with the caption "history loading." And suddenly that disappeared too. Now normally I would ignore stuff like that because social media loves acting like every blurry studio session means somebody made Illmatic. But this feels different. Because look at the bigger picture. Kendrick just came off one of the most dominant runs hip-hop has seen in years. The streaming numbers exploded, the cultural impact exploded, and suddenly every rapper who spent the last 5 years pretending lyricism was dead started sounding real poetic overnight. Funny how that works. 1 minute everybody is making microwave TikTok songs for 15-second dances. Then Kendrick reminds the world that actual bars still matter, and now everybody wants to wear black hoodies and rap with dramatic voices again. Amazing transformation. Truly inspirational. And here is where it gets interesting. Some people inside the music business believe Kendrick sees an opening right now. Think about it. The rap industry is in one of the weirdest places it has been in years. Albums are coming and going in 2 days. Streaming numbers keep getting questioned. Fans are accusing labels of playlist manipulation. Artificial hype everywhere. Half these artists got #1 songs nobody can even remember a month later. Meanwhile, Kendrick is one of the few artists whose music still feels like an event. That matters. Sources close to the situation are allegedly saying Kendrick has been extremely selective about who even enters these studio sessions. And if you know anything about Kendrick, that is not surprising at all. This is the same guy who reportedly records hundreds of songs just to keep 10. He treats albums like movie directors treat Oscar films. Everything calculated. Everything intentional. No random leaks. No live stream previews. No goofy album coming soon. Countdowns every 6 months like certain artists we know. Kendrick moves like somebody protecting classified government files. Social media, of course, is going completely insane over this. Fans are dissecting every little thing Kendrick does now. Somebody claimed they heard unreleased music playing faintly in the background of a producer's Instagram story. Another fan swears Kendrick changed his profile activity pattern on Spotify. I wish I was joking. People are out here doing FBI-level investigations over a man who barely tweets. But honestly, that is the effect Kendrick has on hip-hop. His silence creates more conversation than some rappers' entire albums. But what really started making people panic was when several industry figures suddenly began praising Kendrick publicly out of nowhere. And y'all know how this game works. When rappers start acting extra respectful all at the same time, something is usually happening behind the scenes. One media personality hinted that the boogeyman may be outside again. Another artist laughed nervously during a live stream when Kendrick's name got mentioned and immediately changed the subject. Yeah, pull the file on that. Now nothing is confirmed. Let me make that very clear because people online hear one rumor and start writing documentaries. But according to unconfirmed reports, Kendrick may already have enough material for a full project. Some fans believe the album could focus on the aftermath of everything that happened in hip-hop recently. Others think Kendrick might be preparing something way more personal and introspective. And then there is another theory floating around saying this could be his most aggressive album yet. That theory? Oh, social media definitely ran with that one. Because if there is one thing the rap industry understands, it is this. When Kendrick Lamar disappears quietly, comes back focused, and the entire industry starts acting uncomfortable at the same time, history usually follows right after. Just when people thought the rumors could not get any crazier, the industry started moving different in real time. That is when fans really began connecting the dots. Because over the last few weeks, several major artists suddenly pushed their album release dates back with almost no explanation. Now officially, labels blamed sample clearance issues and marketing adjustments. Yeah, okay, sure. And I am supposed to believe all these multi-million-dollar companies suddenly forgot how calendars work at the exact same time? Read the room. Social media immediately started saying the same thing. People are getting out of Kendrick's way. And listen, nothing is confirmed, but hip-hop fans have seen this pattern before. Whenever Kendrick is rumored to be active, the energy in the industry changes. Executives start acting nervous. Rappers start tweeting inspirational quotes about unity and love for the culture. Everybody suddenly becomes peaceful philosophers overnight. It is honestly incredible to watch. And here is where it gets interesting. A well-known music journalist recently hinted during a podcast that a certain West Coast artist has been quietly sitting on what could be one of the biggest rap albums in years. He never directly said Kendrick's name, but fans immediately ran with it, because who else could create this much panic without saying a single word publicly? Exactly. Then another strange thing happened. Streaming conversations started heating up again online. Fans began comparing Kendrick's catalog numbers to some of the newer artists dominating playlists right now. And the difference was honestly embarrassing. Kendrick's older albums started climbing charts again, while people revisited tracks from years ago. Good Kid, Mad City started trending in discussions again. To Pimp a Butterfly was suddenly getting analyzed all over social media like it just dropped yesterday. Even Damn started reappearing in recommendation lists. That is when people realized this was bigger than just new music rumors. Kendrick's entire legacy was being brought back into focus at the exact same time whispers of a secret album started spreading. Now let us roll the tape because this next part matters. Several insiders allegedly claim Kendrick has been studying the current state of rap very closely. And honestly, if that is true, I would not be surprised at all. Think about the timing. Hip-hop right now feels chaotic. Everybody is chasing virality. Labels are obsessed with short attention spans. Artists are dropping 27-song albums that sound like unfinished voice notes recorded inside a rented Lamborghini. Meanwhile, fans keep complaining that rap has lost substance. So if Kendrick is really preparing another project during this exact moment, oh, the pressure on the rest of the industry is about to become ridiculous. One producer even hinted that Kendrick allegedly wants this project to shift the temperature of hip-hop again. Those were reportedly the exact words. Shift the temperature. And if you know Kendrick's history, that phrase alone should make artists nervous. Every time he drops, the culture changes direction for at least a year. We saw it after Good Kid, Mad City. We saw it after To Pimp a Butterfly. We definitely saw it after Damn. Suddenly everybody starts pretending they care deeply about concepts, storytelling, and artistic integrity again. Funny how fast the industry remembers real rap exists whenever Kendrick enters the room. But the biggest twist came when fans started noticing how quiet certain rival artists became recently. Oh yes, pull the file on this. Because a few months ago everybody was loud. Everybody had opinions. Everybody was outside talking spicy in interviews and online spaces. Now, silence. Pure silence. Some fans believe word may have spread privately that Kendrick is preparing something major, and certain artists simply do not want to be caught releasing music around the same time. Again, nothing is confirmed, but social media definitely believes there is smoke here. Even media personalities started reacting differently. One commentator jokingly called Kendrick the final boss of rap release dates. And honestly, that might be the most accurate description yet. Another industry insider claimed executives are already preparing massive playlist campaigns for upcoming artists before Kendrick takes oxygen out of the room again. That statement alone sent fans into meltdown mode, because people started debating whether Kendrick really has that much power in modern hip-hop. And based on history, the answer might actually be yes. Because let us be honest here, very few rappers today can disappear for years, say almost nothing publicly, avoid internet gimmicks completely, and still make the entire music industry nervous from rumors alone. That level of influence is rare. And the craziest part? Kendrick himself has not confirmed anything. Not one tweet. Not one trailer. Not one album cover. Just silence while the internet tears itself apart trying to figure out what happens next. And somehow that silence is getting louder every single day. Now this is the moment where the entire conversation went from interesting rumor to full-blown industry paranoia, because fans were already watching Kendrick closely. But then something happened that made social media completely lose its mind. A leaked screenshot allegedly started circulating between fan pages showing an unnamed music executive warning another label to avoid fourth quarter competition at all costs. No artist name was mentioned in the message, but of course the internet immediately decided this had to be connected to Kendrick. And once that theory started spreading, it was over. Suddenly everybody became a hip-hop conspiracy expert overnight. Fans started tracking private jet flights into Los Angeles. People were analyzing studio booking schedules like they were solving a federal case. One fan account even claimed multiple well-known producers had quietly cleared their calendars for one artist. Again, nothing is confirmed. Let me repeat that because people online hear one rumor and start acting like they work for the CIA. But the energy around Kendrick right now feels different. That is undeniable. And here is where it gets interesting. Several artists who were previously very loud online suddenly became extremely careful with their words whenever Kendrick's name came up. You could literally see the nervous laughter during interviews. One rapper got asked directly if he would release an album this year and responded, "Depends who else drops." Oh really? Depends on who? Let us not play dumb here. Read the room. Even the streaming platforms started acting funny according to fans online. Kendrick playlists allegedly started receiving more homepage placement. His older interviews started resurfacing on recommendation feeds. Viral clips from past performances suddenly began trending again out of nowhere. Now maybe that is just coincidence. Or maybe the algorithm gods decided the world needed another Kendrick Lamar history lesson. But social media was absolutely convinced the industry was quietly preparing for impact. And honestly, if Kendrick really is working on an album, the timing could not be more dangerous. Rap is already unstable right now. Fans are tired of artificial hype. Tired of copy and paste music. Tired of artists pretending every deluxe album with 7 extra throwaway songs is a classic. Meanwhile, Kendrick represents the complete opposite of that culture. He disappears, studies the landscape, then returns like a professor grading everybody's homework. And that pressure alone makes people uncomfortable. One insider allegedly described the atmosphere around this rumored project as surgical. That was the word. Surgical. Not commercial. Not experimental. Surgical. And when fans heard that description, theories exploded instantly. Some people think Kendrick is preparing another deeply layered concept album. Others believe he may be addressing specific industry figures without directly naming them. And then there is the theory that really got the internet heated. Fans think Kendrick might be preparing to expose the entire state of modern rap culture in one project. Now, if that sounds dramatic, welcome to hip-hop in 2026. Because people online are already comparing this rumored moment to when Nas dropped Stillmatic after everybody counted him out. Others are comparing it to Jay-Z strategically reclaiming dominance during certain eras of rap. And some fans are even bringing up the Control verse era again, when one Kendrick feature practically had the entire industry emotionally collapsing in real time. That is the level of anticipation we are talking about. But let us roll the tape because the next twist made this whole thing even crazier. A respected media figure recently hinted that several artists are allegedly delaying major announcements until they see what Kendrick does. Think about how insane that sounds. One artist, no confirmed album, no release date, no single, no trailer, and yet people allegedly moving schedules around already. That is power. Real power. Not fake streaming farm power. Not my label bought me playlist placement power. Actual cultural power. And social media? Completely divided. Some fans believe Kendrick deserves every bit of this hype because he consistently delivers quality. Others think people are overreacting and turning him into some mythical rap superhero. But even the doubters admit one thing. Whenever Kendrick moves, the conversation changes. Immediately. Then another strange rumor surfaced. According to unconfirmed reports, Kendrick allegedly rejected multiple opportunities for massive commercial collaborations recently because he wanted to remain fully locked into the creative process. Now, if that is true, that says a lot. Most artists today chase visibility non-stop. Brand deals, live streams, sponsored content, dance challenges, serial commercials, whatever keeps the algorithm alive. Kendrick doing the opposite only makes the mystery bigger. And maybe that mystery is exactly why the industry feels so tense right now. Because nobody truly knows what Kendrick is planning. They only know his track record. Every time people think rap has become predictable, Kendrick appears and changes the energy completely. And judging by how nervous executives, artists, and media personalities suddenly seem, some people believe another shift might already be coming. And then came the moment that really pushed this entire situation into another level of chaos. Because after weeks of rumors, cryptic posts, deleted messages, and industry whispers, fans noticed something that honestly made the internet freeze for a second. Several producers who had previously worked with Kendrick suddenly began refollowing each other online at the exact same time. Small detail, right? Wrong. Because in modern hip-hop, fans treat social media activity like stock market indicators. And within minutes, people were already building theories that a rollout had secretly started. Now, normally I would say people are reaching, but then another strange thing happened. A respected DJ from the West Coast casually mentioned during a live stream that the fall is about to get real spooky for rap. He laughed immediately after saying it and refused to explain further. Social media instantly exploded. Clips started going viral everywhere. Fans slowed the video down, reposted it, added dramatic music, all of it. And suddenly the phrase "spooky fall" started trending alongside Kendrick's name. And here's where it gets interesting. Some insiders are allegedly saying the reason Kendrick has remained completely silent is because this rumored project is designed to hit all at once. No long rollout. No 6-month teaser campaign. No dancing on live streams begging fans to pre-save songs. Just impact. Pure impact. And honestly, that approach would fit Kendrick perfectly. While the rest of the industry operates like reality television, Kendrick moves like a chess player sitting quietly in the corner watching everybody expose themselves first. But let us really pull the file on this situation because there may be something even bigger happening underneath the surface. Fans have started theorizing that Kendrick is not just preparing an album. Some people believe he may be preparing a full reset on how major rap releases are approached entirely. Think about it. The current formula is broken. Labels oversaturate the market. Artists drop forgettable music every 3 weeks. Streaming numbers get inflated through playlists, and fans move on instantly. Kendrick represents the exact opposite of that machine. Scarcity, precision, timing, intent. One media analyst even pointed out that Kendrick's silence itself has generated more discussion than most artists' actual albums this year. And honestly, that statement might be true. Every rumor becomes a headline. Every studio sighting becomes viral content. Every cryptic tweet from somebody remotely connected to TDE becomes an internet emergency. Meanwhile, Kendrick himself? Still saying absolutely nothing. That silence is what has artists nervous. Because nobody can prepare for what they cannot predict. Some fans believe Kendrick already knows exactly how the industry is going to react before he even drops a single track. And judging by the sudden caution from labels and artists recently, there may actually be truth to that. One executive allegedly described the atmosphere as waiting for an earthquake you know is coming but cannot measure yet. That is a wild statement if true. Then social media found another clue, and this one really sent fans into detective mode. People noticed that Kendrick's longtime collaborators have reportedly been unusually inactive online recently. No random posts, no unnecessary interviews, no studio leaks, nothing. Fans immediately interpreted that as a sign that everybody around Kendrick has gone into lockdown mode creatively. Again, nothing is confirmed, but at this point the mystery itself has become part of the rollout, whether intentional or not. And let us be honest for a second, Kendrick returning right now would completely shake the balance of hip-hop, because a lot of artists have gotten comfortable during this era of low expectations. Everybody calling every album a classic after 45 minutes. Everybody celebrating first-week numbers while songs disappear from culture 2 weeks later. Kendrick changes those standards instantly. The second he drops, the conversation shifts back to bars, concepts, storytelling, production quality, and cultural impact. Suddenly the gimmicks stop working as well. That is why fans are treating this rumored album like a potential turning point for rap itself. Some people believe Kendrick wants to remind the industry what an actual event album feels like again. Others think he is preparing his most personal project ever. And then there are fans convinced this album could directly address everything that happened across hip-hop recently without naming names outright. If that happens, social media is going to become absolutely unbearable for at least 6 straight months. But the craziest part in all of this is how little actual information exists publicly. No confirmed title, no confirmed release date, no confirmed features. Just whispers, reactions, strange industry behavior, and a growing feeling that something major is building behind the scenes. And somehow that uncertainty has only made the anticipation stronger, because deep down even the doubters know one thing. Kendrick Lamar does not move unless there is a reason. He does not create noise for attention. He does not flood the internet with empty hype. So when the entire industry suddenly starts acting tense while Kendrick stays silent in the background, people notice. And right now, the whole rap world feels like it is holding its breath waiting to see what happens next. So at this point, we got producers moving mysteriously, industry insiders dropping cryptic hints, artists suddenly acting nervous, and fans basically turning into full-time detectives trying to figure out whether Kendrick Lamar is really preparing another album behind the scenes. And honestly, the craziest part is that Kendrick himself has not confirmed a single thing. No announcement. No interview, no trailer, just complete silence while the entire rap industry slowly starts panicking around him. And maybe that silence is the real story here. Because every single time Kendrick disappears and the industry starts moving weird at the same time, history usually follows right after. We have seen this before. The difference now is that hip-hop feels unstable already. Fans are tired of fake hype, tired of copy and paste music, tired of streaming games, and tired of artists chasing trends instead of creating moments. So if Kendrick really is sitting on a secret project right now, this could end up becoming way bigger than just another album release. But I want to know what y'all think. Are these rumors actually leading to something massive? Do you believe Kendrick is secretly preparing another culture-shifting album? Or is social media just overreacting and turning every studio rumor into a conspiracy theory? Let me know in the comments because this conversation is getting crazier every single day. And if more information drops, trust me, we are covering all of it. So hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because something about this whole situation feels different. And I do not think the rap industry is ready for what might happen next.